Excellent. So as I said, my name is Kathleen Allen, and I'm your host for tonight. I'm going to be sharing with you a business called iBoomerang. But before we get started, I want to share with you a little bit about why I am in this business and a little bit about myself. I am 53 years old. I live in Trinidad and Tobago. I've worked in corporate all my life in the energy sector, and I actually worked in one of the international oil companies and got all the way to the top at the regional leadership level. And I tell you this so that you could understand. When I stepped into this business, it was a bit of an uncomfortable space. But I stepped into this business because one, I was working 10 to 12 hours and sometimes weekends. So time was tight. And I couldn't see a way where I could make myself unbusy, if that is such a word. But I also recognize something. I've been looking around. I've been looking around and seeing a lot of young people making money in the technology space, whether on social media or YouTube. And I didn't see myself as the next viral YouTube sensation, but I wanted to understand how could we make money in this space. You see, I was recognizing that, and I didn't know exactly what was going on, but I was recognizing that through technology, there is the potential to build a legacy for myself, my family, and for people in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean who are just like me and looking for something. So tonight, I'm going to share with you a presentation of a business that I got started on. Why? Because I was looking for something where I don't have to rely on my income, where I can tap into multiple sources of income, where I can also tap into passive income. And more importantly, how could I do it in a space where I could share with other people? So hopefully you're seeing my screen. Let me just get this up there and let me share my screen. So I was looking in this space, and guess what? It is exciting. When I saw this business called iBoomerang, I was open, looking for opportunity. But you know how sometimes we tend to be cautious? I can tell you this, and I don't know if this is Trinidadian or Caribbean people, but we do tend to be cautious. But I was looking for something and I recognized something. There were a lot of opportunities that I let pass by because I didn't know anything about it. If you look at Amazon, Facebook, TikTok, all these billion and trillion dollar companies, why didn't I have huge investments in them? Because those companies would have started at $2, $3, $4. But you see, at that stage of the internet, or what they now call Web 2, I didn't know enough to get involved. Tonight, I'm going to share with you how the power of being in the right community at the right time could change that paradigm, could put us in a space where now we with the right people to help influence our decision and to help us learn how to make money in this space. So I just want to do a disclaimer because I cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to make money in this space. There are some people who do a lot of work and make a lot of money, and there are some people who don't. And it's just like going to the gym. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to get the results. And that's important for you to understand as we go through this presentation. Now, I like to start with this quadrant here. And they say education is the key. Why they should be teaching this in school? Most of us are taught the same thing: go to school, get a good education, get a good job. And then we either start as employees or some of us actually go and own our own business, so self-employed. So we trade hours for dollars. What that means, quite simply, is if I don't show up to work for an extended period of time, most likely I'll lose my job. And if you're running a business, if you don't show up for work, most likely your business income will start to decrease. And 95% of the people are on this side of the quadrant where we control 10% of the wealth. Tonight's conversation is going to be how do you get to the other side of the quadrant? And the other side of the quadrant are people who have learned to make their money work for them. And we're going to talk a lot about passive income. And you will see that these 5% of the people, they control 90% of the wealth. You see, I thought I was doing everything I was supposed to do. I was working hard, I was saving money, I was investing in real estate, I was doing all the traditional investments. But what I found is my money couldn't grow fast enough to help me build a legacy. And I was really much in a place where I wanted to break off the shackles and start talking about actually building a legacy and building wealth for my family. So tonight we're going to show you, and if it's one thing I want you to remember, we're going to show you how to get to the other side of this quadrant and how to make your money work for you. Not in the traditional space, but in this new Web3 technology driven space where this digital divide is so powerful that you will see the potential. Now, before we get started, I talked a little bit about community. Why? You see, community is so important because they say who you associate with, you can usually tell what your income would be. It will usually be the average of the 5 or 6 people that you associate with the most. And it's so important to be in the right community. And iBoomerang is a community focused on wealth creation. And I talked a little bit about Amazon and all these companies. What if I'd been in a community back when these companies or the internet was now getting started, where people who were experts in the industry, where people who had a proven track record in the business world? What if I'd been in a community like that? Do you think my story would have been different? Do you think I would have invested in Bitcoin? Do you think I would have invested in iBoomerang, in Amazon, Facebook? And this is the power of community. Tonight, this community, iBoomerang, was founded by this gentleman here, Mr. Holton Bubs. He is known as the greatest of all times. He had over 30 years experience in network marketing. And I can tell you this, he recognized exactly what makes this industry work and what doesn't work. And he wanted to build a community, or he wanted to build a company where you could do something once and get paid for it, where you could use technology, just like Amazon and Uber, and revolutionize the industry. And he also recognized that a lot of people didn't get paid or didn't make money in this space. Well, he wanted to create something where you had multiple streams of income. And that's what we're doing in this space, in this community. So here you can see Mr. Holton Buggs. He's with what you call his diamonds. And you know what? These guys are all multimillionaires themselves. And this is the community of people that I associate with and the people on this screen here who are in this business. You can see me here. We were in Prague at the end of July. This here is Mr. Diamond, our Blue Diamond, Mr. David Hunt. He's a multimillionaire in this business, and Avinash, multimillionaire as well. Ron Bond, Kern Toussaint, these are the 2 gentlemen we work with the most. But we have the support of the individuals who have already created that level of wealth, and they're teaching us everything they do. Now, I'll tell you, if you're like me, I did network marketing 20 years ago, so I would never do it again. When I saw this business, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to watch, but I'm not getting involved. But that night that I went, a seed was planted, a seed that said, what if? That same seed told me, you know, all those opportunities that you passed up that you didn't think could work. I honestly did not think Bitcoin would ever get past $1,000. I saw it just before it hit 1,000. And now to see where Bitcoin is. And I recognize something. I don't know everything about everything that's going on in the world. What if I surround myself with people who are already doing things in the business space and who have much more experience than me? What if I surround myself with those kind of people? What do I think could happen? And I can tell you, the last 2 years, it's been a fantastic journey with this company. And I'll tell you how things are working out. I'll actually show you social proof of how we make money in this space. So I just want to share a little bit more around what we're doing on the wealth creation space. So we talked about Mr. Bubs, greatest of all time. One thing he always makes sure though, personal development is key. You see between here, the mindset, he understands the power of personal development, mentorship. If you're creating wealth, you have to reset your mind. And he also built this online business called iBoomerang that's taking advantage of technology. Our technology here is called the PRIB. I'm not going to go too much into that, but just recognize this is an artificial intelligence that helps us do the selling, upselling, and cross-selling. And when he launched this business, he launched with travel. And I'll tell you this, I joined just to travel. Why? Travel is $1 trillion industry. I joined in the height of a pandemic. It didn't matter to me that people weren't traveling because I knew they would travel again. And that actually put me in a position to be able to play in this space. And our travel website is a wholesale website where our customers get access to behind the curtain pricing. But I don't charge my customers. We give away free codes. That's what Holton did. Instead of charging people thousands of dollars to get access to behind the curtain pricing, he said, what if we give it away for free and connect it to our artificial intelligence? So we give it away for free, free lifetime access to behind the curtain pricing. I just came back from Prague, 3-day hotel trip, saved 100 US. Bought myself a nice bottle of scotch. I like scotch. But the point is this. If you think about this era we're in of social media, giving away things for free is what we do best. And it's the same thing that Facebook did. Amazon, they give you free access to their website. You pay for the products, but you got free access to technology. Uber, you got free access to the app. Need I say more? So when I saw this, I said, yes, I'm in. But you know what? This business is still at the very beginning, and we keep adding more and more. And when he added Elevate, which is our trading platform, that was a game changer for me. Why? You know, I traded stocks before, I invested in mutual funds, you know, all those different things that we do when we're trying to earn income. I'd done all of that. I'd never looked across at Forex, crypto, or NFTs. When he launched Elevate and he added into this a legacy building platform focused on education with 10 professional educators teaching us everything we need to do to trade like the banks. And that's one of the big differences, to trade like the banks in the Forex space, crypto, and NFTs. Now, I know most of us are sitting there saying, well, I don't really want to do day-to-day trading. Neither did I. But when I started to actually learn about what's available in that space, it was a mind opener. I didn't know within Forex, you had the ability to learn how to compound your income daily. If every day you just go in there and earn 1 to 3% a day, that changes your life. But not only that, in the Forex space, remember I said we have live gold scalping. So we have some nice sessions where we trade together. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But we also added crypto and NFT. And what I can tell you in the crypto space, there are a lot, and in the Forex space, if you don't want to trade, there are a lot of passive income tools in this space. So just learning what's available is so important. And that's what Mr. Bugs wanted to do. He launched Elevate with the idea of giving us this financial education that we could use to capitalize in this Web3 space. And I'll just talk a few seconds about this. I will tell you this. Before April last year, I knew nothing about Web3. I didn't know much about the great transfer of wealth that was happening. But I knew something was going on. I could see, you could see people in the Forex space. You knew something was going on. When Elevate was launched, we began to learn about Forex and we began to learn about compounding. And that's when I realized I'd been compounding my income in tools in the traditional space that was giving me per annum in compounding. But in the Forex space, there's daily, weekly compounding. And there are passive income tools that do that for you as well, automated trading. In the crypto space, there's also opportunity to learn to invest. Using what I'd learned about Elevate, I was able to make my first purchases in crypto, mainly Ethereum, and I was able to buy low and sell high, able to make 2,800 US 1 week, just some learning. So what I can say is this, whether you see yourself as a trader, a day trader, monthly or long-term trader, the information you learn in Elevate is so much more about trading. It actually equips you to capitalize in this space because there's a great transfer of wealth happening, but it's only going to be great for the people who learn about it. You see, when we talk about transfer, some people are the money is going to leave from some to some. So if you're learning about it, you have the potential to earn in this space. And that's what Elevate was. When Holton launched Elevate, his idea was that you could create a financial wall around yourself where you could capitalize in this space. And I can tell you this, since he launched Elevate, it has changed my lives and the lives of some people on this call in terms of how we've been able to earn in this space. And I'll share some more on that. We talked about the passive income tools. So one of the things he did is he recognized, wealthy people, the best way to say it, they get access to some of the best tools out there. So Mr. Bugs was able to get access to automated tools, liquidity pools that give private access. And what he did is he looked around and he said, I'd like to bring this private access into iBoomerang, but he couldn't. It wasn't legal to pay out of the profits in the US. But he joined up with some guys in the crypto space, multimillionaires themselves, but with a long history in crypto. And they launched an NFT called Meta Bounty Hunter. And as always, everything he does, his goal is to flip the switch. So he flipped the switch. You see, most NFTs, and for those of you who've never heard about NFTs before, it's a non-fungible token. And if you ask a young person, like around maybe 18 and under, most of them would know what NFTs are. You see, they're learning this thing. Most of us at this side of the spectrum, we don't know about NFTs. But I digress, just to get back on track. So he launched this NFT, but he wanted to change the space. So he joined the NFT to the liquidity pool. And now what they're doing, they actually pay us to hold the NFT. Most NFTs, you know how you make money? You make money when you buy and sell high. But that's unreliable. If the project isn't successful and the price of the NFT doesn't appreciate, then you don't make any money and you're left holding a JPEG. But what he decided to do was launch this NFT, where not only do we get paid reflections, we also get to be part of a community where they will explore income generating opportunities in the metaverse. So now here I am, having briefly heard about the metaverse, but now I'm in a space with a community where I can make money in several options. I can make money in iBoomerang with iGo, and we have some other products and services. I can make money in the trading space by learning to trade and building generational wealth skill sets myself. I could jump on to live gold scalping classes and copy trades that Mr. David Hunt, our diamond, who didn't like to trade, who didn't want to learn to trade, is now a successful trader. And twice a day he gets on and he shows us his trading strategy, literally marking up the charts and telling us where to buy and where to take profit. I could jump on there and make money in this space. Or I could invest in the crypto space, things like DeFi and staking. I know it's a lot, but that's the point. There are a lot of opportunities to earn income. I probably called about 5. And then there's the passive income tools with the NFT. And Meta Bounty Hunters is just the start. There are other NFTs that we get paid weekly on, or monthly, sorry, as part of being part of Mr. Bugs' organization. We were able to get access. And then there are the automated tools where you can get private access. And I will share all of this with you. So private access by ranking up. What does that mean? So I got private access by ranking up to Sapphire. I'd had access a little before because I was fortunate enough to be testing the platform. And then there's some other access as you go higher in the business. And I'm going to share all of that with you as we walk through this presentation here tonight. Good. Any questions so far? Let me look in the chat. Excellent. So what I'm going to do now is actually break away from the presentation and share with you the live gold scalping. And here's what I want you to understand. Mr. Holton Bugs also trades. Most CEOs of these companies don't trade. Mr. Holton Bugs also trades and is a successful trader. He actually is trading an account where he's generating, I think it's $100 million account, where he's generating 1 to 3% per day. So making between 1 million to 3 million a day. And actually there was one day where I saw he made 8 million. He shares with us his losses as well. But the important point is this. He's also sharing with us the mindset that you need to be a successful trader. And he's organizing Elevate to make sure we're the most successful trading platform out there. So let me show you what we have access to as an ambassador we can get onto these live goal scalping calls. And you see, not every day we win. The goal is just to get 1 to 3% and be consistent. Now you see Matthew, he had a bad day yesterday, but today he had a good day. All right, McPhee, no time to scan now. Right? And you can see here where people are talking about how much money they made. 1.3%, 1.2%. That's all you're looking for, 1 to 3% a day. Because picture it, you may start with a small account, but as you rank up, as you build up, that 1 to 3% today could be $10 one day, 100 the next, 1,000. You know, you can build your account in that space. Most smart traders know this. You don't try to swing for the fences and get 30, 40% in a day. But if you could consistently do 1 to 3% a day, then you can have any account size and generate your income because you're a disciplined trader. And that's what we're learning in this space. So besides what we learn on the Elevate Hub, we get a chance to jump on this live goal scalping class. And I just thought I would share with you for a few seconds the Elevate Hub so you could see what we have in this space. We have a Forex Academy, crypto, NFTs, everything. Everything you need to know to understand to help you make better decisions in operating in this space. Whether you want to trade or just invest in crypto, benefit from DeFi protocols, and being able to stake your money in this space and earn passive income. You see, these are things I couldn't say before. I will admit I am not an expert, but now that I know that there are spaces where I can earn money weekly as opposed to per annum, that has changed the game. So I just showed you the live goal scalping class, and this is the Elevate platform where it takes you through from beginner, everything you need to know in the Forex space, as well as everything you need to know in the crypto space. You have your crypto academy, you have groups you could join. And actually, I think very soon, David's live goal scalping class, 1 day a week, will come to the platform as well. So NFTs, everything you need to learn on NFTs, you could learn here. And then sometimes they even find you free NFT projects. So we are not only focused on learning, but if you understand, we're also focused on helping you earn in this space. Good. So that's the Elevate and the live goal scalping. I talked to you about passive income. So let me show you some of the liquidity pools we have access to. For this, I'm going to start sharing with my phone. And let me just get my phone up there. And I'm going to start sharing with my phone. So these liquidity pools are tools that Mr. Holton Buggs has access to. And as I said, wealthy people get access to the best investment tools. So this here I'm showing you is one of the liquidity pools. And I'm going to show you for a year because I've been in it. I got into this pool around September 20th, 2021. So just about a year. And now it's roughly 1 year later. Today's the 13th, just 7 days shy. And you can see here, okay? I started with $1,392. And now what is my balance? $3,670. Guys, so what I've effectively done there is doubled my money, and I'm on my way to triple it. Based on how it performs, and I can't give any guarantees, in the next 2 months, this would be tripled. Now think about the power of doubling your money without putting another cent in. I have not deposited any other money. All this is actually tool trading for me, right? Trading in different pairs. I now have private access to this liquidity pool. You can get access to this through the NFTs, but I now have private access to this liquidity pool. So now I can put money in and do and actually grow this balance. Here's what, I actually went on a compound calculator and I looked at what it would take to double this money in a traditional investment where I was getting 3% per annum. It would take 24 years to do what we've just done in 7 to 8 months. Now, as I always tell people, I can't make any guarantees. The Forex market does what the Forex market wants to do, and it is risky. But this is what I've seen. I've had losing days. Biggest one so far was around $8 down, but I've never had losing months so far. So past performance, if it's any indication, you can take that and take a look at that. So let me show you the other liquidity pools. So as you rank up, so Sapphire, you get access to this. As you rank up in the business and you go to the level of emerald or diamond, this is where you talk about legacy building income. Because I'm going to show you a pool that we're in. Some of us were actually able to get in there and test it out. But now they've moved the level to being a diamond or emerald. You see most people here thanking for the access. I'll tell you why. We put 49,000, so we all pulled up our money, put 49,000 US on the last week of April. And from that time to Monday when David ran this, 136,000. This is more than double. It's well on its way to tripling. You understand the power of what we have our hands on. As we build this business and help people rise and we rank up in this business. Remember I talked about building a legacy? Mr. Buggs has created multiple streams of income. Doesn't matter where you are in the business, you could learn a skill, you could learn to trade, you could have customers, you can build a business, and you can also make money in the NFT space. And then if you desire to keep building a business like me, because I want to positively impact the lives of individuals and share with them what we have here. As you rank up, you get access to these different tools. Multiple streams of income inside and outside of iBoomerang. But because I'm part of the ecosystem, we get access to them. So understand this, right? We have a couple other pools that we set up a week or two later. So in May month, this one doubled. This one also was set up, I think, the 3rd week in May. And look at it again. Yeah, just a couple $100 short of being double. Yeah. And that's the power of what they have access to, that they've given us access to in iBoomerang. And I want to share with you the NFT space. That's the last piece of income. And I'll tell you what, I am part of what they call the 5K Club. I'd been in network marketing before. At most, I'd made $1,000 best month, TT, in 1 month. Let me share with you what I've made so far. So for the NFTs that we have, and actually let me show you my NFTs. I bought 10. I didn't start out to buy 10. I started out to buy 1. And when I found out they were linked to these liquidity pools, I said, okay, I'll buy a next one. And every week I added 2, 3. And soon enough, by the time minting was done, up to the last day of minting, I had 10. And it's 2,000 US for one. It was a big risk. It was a leap of faith. But this leap of faith was totally without a net, because I'd seen what Holton Buggs has done. He's a genius. I know what Diamond David and what they're doing in this group. They are focused on working and helping us make money for those who want to work and get after it. So I was able to, with that, I took my leap. And now we have the proof of how the NFT projects work. And why we're sharing so much is because we have a 2nd season coming. So you can see here my direct reflection, 6.781. For the 10 NFTs, I paid 6.5. So on an Ethereum basis, I've already made back my Ethereum. The price of Ethereum has fallen, but the project has actually still held good value. If you check us out on OpenSea, you will see the floor price, Meta Bounty Hunters, is 2.1 Ethereum. So even while the price was falling, the project still held good value. So we have value on the asset side, and every week, every Thursday, I get paid. And you can see what I've been paid as well. And here's what, if you help other people get into this project, you can get affiliate reflections. And once you help them buy their NFT and get access to the income just like you're making for your NFT, you don't have to do anything else. That's it. Every week you get paid. And that's the beauty of what he's done here. Something that's revolutionized the space of NFTs. I am not selling my NFTs because they're going to pay every week for roughly 4 years. We don't know what will happen with the technology in 4 years' time. So right now we're looking in 4 years, what will be the next phase? Will we go on, or will we say, well, okay, we've made X percentage more than the way it's going, more than 3 to 4 times what we've put out? We don't know. But this is what we're doing with the NFTs, and why I'm so excited. And we're sharing with people. Or somebody say you're not seeing my spreadsheet. Sorry. Let me share my screen again and see if you can see it. Okay, here we go. Let's go again. So here you could see, can you see now my NFTs? Yes, you can. Good. So you can see here where I've made 6.781. Look at my 10 NFTs here. You missed them when I thought I was sharing. Here are my 10 NFTs here. And you can see here that I've made 6.781 Ethereum on the 10 NFTs. And this is the 1.380 that we've made for helping other people in the affiliate space. Now, if I open up my calculator, just to do a quick calculation, I can show you guys. So for that 8.81, 8.1 multiplied by, I think Ethereum was falling today, so 1570. I've made over 12,700 US on this project. 5 months after we started to get paid. 5 months and a couple weeks. Payment started, the project finished minting at the end of February, early March. For 6 weeks, they put the money in the liquidity pool, and then they started to pay out last day of March. And now already, less than 6 months in, I've already made back over 50% of what I put out. I've been investing in the, now this is not investment advice, but I will say this. I've been operating in the traditional space for a long while. They don't have passive income tools that do this. They pay on the per annum, mutual funds, all these different things, pay on the per annum, 5% if you're lucky, credit unions, 4% per annum, per week. And that's all I wanted to say on that space, because it has been a game changer since we stepped into this space here with the iBoomerang. So again, just to finish off, just to remind you, and I'm actually gonna just speed up all the automations here. So with Elevate, there are and iBoomerang, there are several opportunities to make money, actively learning a skill, but just learning about what's available in the Web3 space gives you the ability to click into crypto, Forex investments, and passive income tools that are available, either through the liquidity pools tied to the NFT, or if you want private access, and I want private access, and so many people on the call want private access, you can rank up and get your private access. So that's it on Elevate. And let me just take you to, so there's this, let me just take you to, so I'm gonna skip out some of the other things because I think I've covered most everything here. But I wanted to just talk about the success system. So I'm part of the 5K Wealth Club. There are people on this call within the team who all have NFTs, and I think they all love their NFTs. And they're working to get in the 5K club. My goal, 500 plus people from the Caribbean in the 5K club. And I'm actually working with some of the NFT investments I've already made. I'm eyeing the 10K club. And again, trying to get as many people into that club as possible. You see, for a lot of us in the old network marketing, it was only the people at the top made money. He's changed the game. He knows the drawbacks of the old system. And with what he's creating in this space, there are opportunity for people to benefit. Then they have all these different development clubs. We have Men on a Mission, all focused on mindset. And we have Women of Wealth. And just to reiterate, Kelly Happel, when she got her private access to the liquidity pool, she is now a multimillionaire. And she would have gotten access sometime last year when she was an Emerald. So she hit Diamond and is now a multimillionaire, earning income not only in iBoomerang, but through the other investment opportunities there. And that's the success system that Houghton has put together. Put it simply, somebody said, Houghton has created a system, an ecosystem where we could win, where we could tap into multiple streams of income. In iBoomerang, outside of iBoomerang, the money you learn trading, that's all yours. The money you earn staking or DeFi, that's all yours. You know, so in iBoomerang or outside, it doesn't matter to him, as long as he's creating and building that legacy where we can generate income. How do you get started? Well, a one-time investment, if you're starting at Coach, Business, or First Class, I'll walk through it. These are one-time investments, and everything that I spoke about tonight is in US dollars. So the income is in US, and the getting started is also in US. So it's $250 for Coach, and you add your standby kit. So your standby kit is $50. That's like your wholesale starter kit. So Coach will then effectively cost you $300, Business Class $550, First Class $1,050. When I got started in First Class. Why? We didn't even have Elevate. We just had Travel, and I saw the potential of this, of having someone with automated intelligence tools doing the work for me, where I only have to invest 1,050 US, and also my monthly subscription was $99.99. If you want to add Elevate to your package, you have to just add $149 to your subscription. So your monthly subscription becomes 250 US. And that's what it takes to get started. What I want to say is this in closing. The support that you get within this business is second to none. I couldn't be here without the leadership of Mr. Holtenbergs, Diamond David, Ruan, and Kurt. And you get access to that same success system. So I want to encourage you, get back to the person who invited you. Let them know if you're interested. Second season is coming out of the Meta Bounty Hunters. It's coming out end of September, early October. So if you want to get into that liquidity pool with the Huntress, let us know. And we will actually help you, because it's an invite-only community. So we will give you an invitation to participate. So that's it for me, everyone. Good night. Let's see if there are any questions in the chat. I don't see any questions. Okay. All right. So that's it. Take care. Get back to the person who invited you, and have a great night. Take care.